Peace, everyone. You on a new episode of HHDG Media, the podcast. Shout out to everyone right now that's tuning in through our Facebook group, HHDG, as well as our YouTube channel. Always shout out and salute to our fam that makes this possible. That is our company, HHDG Media Inc., which consists of the Mayor, T. Smith, Rock Vader KB, Skelly Top, and myself, Wiki. You can check out our website, as you can see on the bottom banner, hhdgmedia.com, for music, our past interviews, as well as our written interviews, upcoming events, and our merch. For tonight, we have a veteran in this hip hop, repping the birthplace, BX. He comes with a delivery and a style that it's unfiltered, but it's still bringing the lyricism, it's bringing that delivery. It's got that cadence that it's always on point with the production and the content that he brings it with. And if you ever see his visuals, is writing the exact the same way the songs are when you listen to them. And he been putting it, like I said, he's been putting it down for quite some time. We'll talk about his previous name that he used to go by as well when we get into the interview. And he's been consistently working with another veteran repping the BX. That's Vinny Idol. They just dropped their 8th album together on May 31st, which is Terror Van Wyck. Definitely need to go check that out, and I'll be putting that in the comments for y'all, the Bandcamp link and everything. Y'all go check that out, and we definitely going to dive into that, as well as how this relationship came to be with the two of them, and the importance of chemistry when you have a dope producer and MC that are capable of continuously putting out music and projects like he's been doing. We're also going to talk about, some of the people that he reps with, like Lena Kane. Also, Bernadette Price doing her thing with the features I've been peeping out, and also with the music videos as well. And we're going to talk about what keeps his pen sharp, as well as as being an MC in this game. You're going to be nice, but you got to have the proper music that is going to reach people's ears. The people want to thump, the people that want to rewind it, people want to play it again, let other people listen to that, put more people on to. And our guest from the Bronx, Terror Van Poo, has been continuously doing that. And you know that New York sound that we like, and he's definitely been putting it through that way. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Terror Van Poo. Peace.
Peace. Salute, King. How you, brother?
Doing good.
Appreciate you, man. We here.
Man, I know, a lot of people, don't take advantage of the different social media platforms, but you are one of those that, I continuously see your music in the, on the Twitter, on the Facebook, on the IG. If it's out there, you got to take advantage of it, and you definitely do that to let the people know about the music that's out there. I appreciate that.
Definitely, man. I gotta get it out to everybody who enjoy something real. So that
Yeah.
take it. All the platforms I try to take.
Definitely.
It's free, man. So take advantage.
And this comes to a very good point of, you're a veteran, in the hip hop. So a lot of older artists, are not privy to, making that taking that opportunity to learn how to use, the cell phones with the different apps, and to help continuously
Right.
put so
Right.
tell us, how your standpoint is. Oh, let's see, you still there? Oh, there you go. You hear me?
Somebody call. Yeah, I hear
Oh,
you. We good. My
that's all right.
fault.
That's all right. I was gonna, tell us your standpoint on, older artists, and continuously, as technology changes. I mean, we still have the music there. It's
Right.
not just word of mouth or on the street the way it always is. Now you got a new element with the technology. So tell us your
Right.
standpoint on that, and taking advantage of it.
Um, like you said, being a vet in the game, you're used to other ways. You know what I'm saying? You get older, we, as I say, we get stuck in our ways. You know what I mean? So, it's like you either, you in the game or you out the game. You in the game, you got to roll. So, like you say, the OGs are mostly, you know, they ain't really into the social media too much. The regular I can go ahead and just do this, but like when you're like sending them a link, like go ahead, check out this. That's that's foreign waters. You know what I mean? So I
Yep.
was in it. I was in it also. You know what I mean for a minute, but and I said, all right, you still gonna do it? You gotta adapt a little bit. You know what I mean? So yeah, with me that happens too, bro. So I definitely adapted. I tried to learn. You know, don't don't get me like I'm the master of this though. But you know what I'm saying? I got my
I
little
got you.
son helping me too. So
That's the best way.
that's the best way. You know what I
Yep.
mean? They know it like this, and especially some of us ain't got no patience like that. So I took advantage of that, man. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Dealing with my son, and then just personally, I was that person. Oh man, I ain't messing with that, man. I'm used to some vinyl. I'm used to some touch. Go ahead and get it. Ah man, ain't nothing out there good, man. I ain't messing with none of this shit. So that's the OG. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Thinking, but I changed that up. I start really you know, really getting involved with it, seeing different platforms, seeing getting refreshed with all the, I could say younger, you know what I mean? Instead of standing on a platform like, oh man, they ain't, you know what I mean? I started listening. I wanted to get, I wanted to go street. I wanted to actually listen, open my mind up, so I won't act like I know everything. You know what I mean? Because once you
Yeah.
close your mind in this game, you're done. You know what I'm saying? You can always learn. You know what I mean? So that's what I do. I look at what's going on. I started seeing what's what, remembering when the underground was, and I started going back and like, yo, it's some dope artists. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of dope artists with that core that we know about. You know what I mean? So that's how I personally got into it. And I listened to them. Yeah, go to this. Just put this in here and do this. So I started evolving slowly. You know what I mean? That's what happened.
Yeah. I feel that
So
definitely. Yep.
yeah.
Mm.
So, just get with the times, man. You get with the
Yep.
times, man. You either in the
That's
game
all.
or you out.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's
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 it.
the best way. That's great advice. Because just too many people that get stuck in their ways, and when it comes to anything that involves marketing and promotion, you gotta
Right.
understand the technology.
Definitely now. Because it's all on you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's not the labels and all that no more. Like you gotta put the work in now. So, you know what I mean? And the game is there. You can't, at a certain point you can restructure it, but if you can't restructure it, you know what I'm saying? You gotta play the game for a minute and learn and stick to your lane what works and take the best ways, you know what I mean, to get to where you're trying to go. So that's all I could do with it, man. I deal with the music mostly, but that's what I had to do, as the OG and stuck in my ways also. So
Hmm. Definitely, definitely. Mm. Now, for those being that we're talking about veterans, on Diamond D's second album, Hatred, Passions, and Infidelity, You were
Yes,
on the
sir.
track Never under K Terrible.
Right. Right, K Terrible. That was the name then before the Terror Van Pool. So yeah, definitely with the Diamond second album, Never. That was me, Diamond, and Sadadex. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So same person, yo. K Terrible. Yeah, me, Terror
Yep.
Van Pool.
Tell
Yeah.
us how it was around that time, and then how did you link up with Diamond D?
Right. I mean, like the psychotic neurotics, that was that was my boys, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So Kelvin, Sean, you know what I'm saying? Kelvin and Sean, Shaiz, you know what I mean? KX. And I knew them before I knew Diamond. But around my way in the Bronx, was in the streets, I was this and that, I'm out of town, I'm this and that. So I mean, it was a guy named Big Red. That was my guy. So he actually they all introduced me. They used to tell him about me, but we all, you know what I mean? Right after right there with the first album, you know what I mean? Like right there, we introduced, you know, then we just clicked from there. You know what I mean? Me and Diamond was just in the basement, crazy. From there, from all the tours we was together. You know what I mean? So I was there with a lot, but yo, those was the good old days, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody we was in the studio. Everybody was in the studio, and you was able to vibe and to respect. If you was nice, you was there. You know what I mean? Like everybody couldn't just, you know what I mean? But it was just the good times, man. When it was a skill set, everybody was like happy. Everybody was young, ain't had no, ain't had no worries and shit. So that was the best
Just
time
raw.
where
Mm-hmm.
I started. I mean, I've been rhyming and all that even before that. But once you get into a different level, you know what I mean. You gotta relax and see what's going on. Yeah, you gotta see what's going on. Everybody nice, that's a competitive MC thing. You know what I mean. But I learned some things. I'm seeing what's going on. You know, Man Diamond, I see what he's doing. I see albums putting together. I see how things could coincide. I'm seeing the people you're working with. I'm seeing who does this, instead of just dealing with the music. You know what I'm saying? And sitting in the studio all night. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that helped me a lot. Step to the next level, and I was always competitive. So I always felt like, come on, B, he ain't that nice. You know what I'm saying? I'm right here, B. Like, what you doing, man? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But you know, I had to chill out, man. You wait your time, man. You know what I mean? You wait your time, man. But that was good days, bro. So everybody was around, and you hear all the classics now. And you could go back and be like, yo, I remember we was in the studio, man. I remember when he did that verse. I remember when, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
That's
me and
fire.
Diamond, we had, that's how he was always from the Bronx anyway. You know what I mean? So that was the real link up right there. But after that, me and Diamond linked up. It was just we was out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I should do a lot of features with him on everything. Well, we was on tour a lot though. You know what I mean? So that's why I didn't have a lot of crazy my own music. I was on other stuff. You know what I mean? So, but you know, once me and Diamond hooked up back then, it was great. You know what I mean? It was all good.
That's dope, man. Yeah, and there was a track. Trying to remember, it wasn't on the Diamond D album. It was on soundtrack. Feel It. With it was also
Oh,
Sadat X on it.
right, right. Okay, I forgot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Feel it, feel it, feel it. That was a dope joint. You put me on. I remember that session. I remember that was an all nighter. Uh, I forgot what movie soundtrack that was for, but that's what it was.
Um,
Uh,
it's a cop movie. One Tough Cop.
one tough cop. Right, right. I remember we was in there. And he was like, "Yo, Terry, I need something, I need something." Like, you know what I mean? And heard that beat. I was like, "Oh, this shit crazy right here." You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, but I remember session. A lot of people was in that session. You know what I mean? Pun was in there, in and out. Remember Nori was in there. You know what I mean? So that's when you was at the studio, everybody just coming in and out, stuff like that. But feel it, yeah, yeah, that wound up being a dope joint. You know what I mean? So a lot of people ask about that song too. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that was a dope. That was dope, man. I was just sitting there and we did that. The hook came. You know, he needed a hook. So it was that pure chemistry. Like, hold on. So that's when I was. That's when I started really getting competitive and seeing sometimes things happen like that. You know what I mean? So you not always get compared. You be like, yo, you got 15 minutes to come up with a verse. You can hop. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these lessons was taught like, you could write home, but you got to write on the spot, and then you got to write quick on the spot, and then you got to write to a certain level in that amount of time. So I learned a lot of things as I was going. You know what I mean? So yeah, to feel it was dope. That was a dope session. That was dope, bro. That was a
Yeah,
good time.
and that was the late '90s, so I was listening to a lot of underground radio. So I remember there was two versions of that song that was around that time.
Right, right. That was a good, yeah, yeah. Just got me reminiscing on that one right there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know? Yeah. Good times, man. With Squids, Diamond, you know what I mean? So,
That's
we still at it. We still at it.
yeah. It's great to have memories like that. With your lyricism, you know, coming up in New York, and this was the vibe of a lot of music at that time, and I still hear it ingrained in you, even now. Um,
Right.
just that raw hip hop that we came up on, it's still in you and still in your music. Um, Back then, who were some of the people that helped you to keep that pen sharp and then continue to elevate, push you to.
Um, I mean, being around certain people, but I always had to fight for what I knew, like even if I wasn't at a certain level at that time, I thought I was, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So, you know, I knew the lyricism part I loved from when I was young because I remember, I used to just, that era, everybody's just using big words, you know what I'm saying? It's just big words, it's crazy. And I used to go to my mom, be like, yo, what this mean? My mom used to be like, yo, go look in the dictionary. And
Yep.
she would
Yeah.
never tell me. She would never be like, I used to be like, damn, I don't even know how to spell this shit. You know what I mean? So it was like, so that's what started me actually. I always was gravitated doing a wordplay. I don't know what it was. It was just maybe at the time it was a skillful time, so it was more you had to be nice back then. Just period. Even if it was a jam outside, you know, if you knew who was doing the D, you couldn't even get on their set. You know what I mean? It was like you DJ, you got your own needles, you got your own mic. You know what I mean? And that's even if you knew somebody that.
Yeah.
So everything was competitive. So even when it got to that writing back then, I was like, oh, damn, what this mean? What this mean? Then I learned how to put it together. That's before when I can even count bars. I'm just rhyming. Then it's like, yo, bro, gotta, you gotta write songs. So when I start hearing, you know, when I'm young, little, and I'm listening to the songs that's coming out, say like the message or something, Melly Mel or something, I'm like, I'm listening to like, oh shit, that's the chorus. Oh, that's the verse. Oh, back to the chorus. Oh, that's a bridge. That you know what I mean? I'm just
Yeah.
rhyming, you know what I mean? So, the people before me I learned from, besides the songs listening to. And been being from the Bronx, man, I came up more of the house parties and shit like that. The jams at the park, like them the groups, they're more than anybody like other records that came out. You know what I'm saying? Like it was all from that era. Me being a young boy, like wow, oh word. it's happening up here in the Bronx, crazy like this. Like, what's this? So that's how I came up. Not more songs that came out like after. It was all the old school guys because I was young. So
Yeah,
we listening to the records that's coming out. So the OGs inspired me. You know what I mean? Honestly,
that's what's up. Dope, dope. Yeah, we interviewed Percy P a
right.
few years back, maybe about 2 years or about a year and a half now. And him talking about just coming up in that competitive atmosphere, the way you explaining too out on the street, and that was one of the key components to know that you're only going to get better if you in that competition.
Right. That's right. Whatever you gassed up in your head, you think this and that. Nah, because you're gonna come up against somebody that you like, oh shit, he's nice. You know what I mean? Like, I'm nice, but I'm only saying this to me. I ain't saying nobody else he nice. You get what I'm
Yep.
saying? But you gotta be honestly, you gotta be real with yourself, bro. You know, once you be honest and truthful with yourself, you can grow. You know what I mean? You can grow. Keep it a buck with yourself. You could grow and let your ego go to the side for a minute. You know what I mean? So that's what worked for me, man. And I always was one. I just always wanted to, I was always competitive to this day, bro. It's like I can't even enjoy music. Like I gotta go chill months later and lay back and listen to my own stuff that I did.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because I can't enjoy it. It's like a damn. You know what I mean? Like somebody outside that's looking at it like, yo, I can't enjoy it like you because the competitiveness is in. But as I got older, I'm like, bro, you gotta relax with that shit. You gotta enjoy the music, bro. You have to enjoy the music, bro. So that's how I think, man.
Definitely, definitely. And when did you know that MCing, is what you're good at, what you're going to continue to pursue with the music and everything?
Um, I, it, it was just I mean, cliche, but it was in the soul, man. When it's in the soul and you're around it,
Hmm.
you know, you're around it from the jams and the parks and when I was like 10, bro, I wasn't supposed to be outside. I was sneaking out with my big brother and they put me on the speaker at the jam because you couldn't see me. You know what I mean? So it's like that shit stuck with me. You know what I mean? So it just stayed and then me being around this and Diamond and then the jams in the park around my way. My boy Jesse West, shout out to Jesse West, Third Eye, Slick Rick, DST. Like, there's a lot of people around my way, bro. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to
Hmm.
Eden War Projects. It was just, it was everybody. It was a competitive. You was just around it, bro. You was around it. That was the culture that, you see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
Back then. So that's when I knew it was, then. And then once I got a little older, instead of being a fad, it was still there. And I'm like, damn, this shit's still here. You know what I mean? Like this shit
I
ain't
got it.
going away. And I'm still around it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And then I'm on tour, so I'm like, shit. You know what I mean? This is what I wanted. You know what I mean? So yeah, I knew then. I was still doing other stuff, work, but that never went nowhere. So that was it.
I feel you on that. Mm. Have you tried any other elements in hip hop?
I mean, little, mess with the drum machine here and there, but I'm always like, once I stop rhyming or don't go really into it as much, because I'm a person, I gotta put my all in it. Ain't no half this shit and half that
Hmm.
with the craft. I know once I put my torch toward maybe producing or whatever it is, or instrument playing or whatever, like that. I gotta have my all in it. You know what I mean? I can't because, like I said, this shit is still lovely. You know what I mean? It's still in me. You know what I mean? So even if it was just doing it just for exercise later on, when I'm not even in it, it's just to exercise the pen. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna
Yeah.
do it. So once I can put my all in it, that's just me. Usually, once I'm set, it's a
Hmm.
wrap. I'm gonna make something happen. So the answer, no.
Yeah, for me, definitely what stuck was a DJing. Shout out to my uncle, put me on.
Right.
He saw,
DJ.
yeah, he saw it, and he continued to push me, as well as have me understand the equipment, not just carry it around, in the early beginnings before he
Right.
just put me on the spot one day and was like, "You on now?" At a party that I was helping him out with.
Now.
Yeah.
Look, now. Yeah. See? Pass the test, bro. You see?
Yep.
See, you don't know it though, but you don't know. That's some things you know. Like, damn, I did it. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But that was my second love DJing though. You know what I mean? I sort of love DJing more because back then I was, everybody was a little nice. It wasn't everybody was a little nice back then, up my way. So we used to really DJ anyway. My DJs, my boys was nice. So looking at them, so we could all get on and do this shit. Be like, oh, to the point where you be like, yo, you DJ? Like, nah. So not crazy, but it was like, yo, you would think somebody DJ. But that was my love, being scratching and all that shit like that. So DJing was my love. I'd have been doing
That's
that
dope.
probably.
That's dope. Two people that listening throughout your music that I see often, Lena Kane and Tons.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Them them my guys. BX, you know what I mean? They started with this shit too, you know what I mean? But it's sort of like, you know, me me being older now, everybody used to rhyme, but everybody don't still rhyme.
Hmm.
Everybody, got kids, we got this, we all got a life now and shit.
Like,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? To go triple different ways. So, a lot of people that was nice. They chill now. They not in it. But my boy Lena still had the same drive as me. You know what I mean? So we been together for a long time. You know what I mean? 25, more than that. You know what I mean? Like that. Tons too. Even tons longer, man. Tons been from sheesh. Yeah. So, but tons, he rhyme when he wanna rhyme. You know,
Okay.
my man tons rhyme when he wanna rhyme. So it ain't like that. So when he lock in with me, that's who it is. And that made once I started, me and Vinny started locking in, like it was more like, my boy Tons and Lena Kane, they down, regardless. I ain't going for
Official.
every
Yeah.
thousand feature and all it, you know what I mean? Because me coming in the game, I got to come in the game again, change my name, you know what I mean? Like I'm
Hmm.
brand new, even the people who didn't know me, that I had to come in like brand new, and I had to make a, impression, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if I wanted to do a feature, I know they right here and I ain't gotta go through no headache. And they don't. So that's why they always gonna be on my project. Less headache
I feel
and
like,
nice.
and nice. Yep. That's the key.
Different styles, man. Different styles. That's about, you know what I mean? A lot of people bring people in the game, and they dope. But everybody dope. You know what I mean? It's a style. We need that's what was missing. Styles. Because we have styles. It ain't styles no more. It's whatever's hitting, everybody wanna do that. And it was never like that. You know what I mean? So it's just
Yeah.
refreshing when you get something different, a different style or something like that. So that's it. Yeah, they're my boys, man. They always rock with me.
That's respect right there, definitely. Mm. And then going to, I think it was the beginning of 2020, you and Vinny Idol dropped your first of many collaborations with the Pulitzer.
Right, right. That's when me and Vin linked up. I mean, me and Vin always be friends. We in the same hood. You know what I mean? We in the same neighborhood. That he was killing the D block shit. I was
Yep.
out on tour with Diamond. See what I'm saying? But we in the hood. We always chilling. You see what I'm saying? We just never really linked up like that. We had an album that ain't out yet, but we been did the album. That album maybe 25 years ago. We probably gonna put it out too. See what I'm saying?
Ah, got you.
So you know, it's just. But when we linked up, it was more like, all right, a lot of shit that happened. I'm like, all right, look, bro, this shit ain't gonna shake. You know what I mean? I'm still like, yo, fuck that, man. I can't. I ain't giving up like this. I'm not trying to like, but it was more like a personal challenge. Like I'm listening to everybody. I'm like, the same competitive shit. It's dope, but it ain't bad. I know I'm nice, like what I mean. So it was
Mm.
that with me. I'm fighting me. I'm fighting me. The ego shit. Yo, fuck that, man. You know what? Chilling with my son, daughter, shit. Nah, fuck that, man. I ain't going out like that. You know what I mean? Like, nah. Before my kids is coming up, I want them to know. You know what I mean? It was stuff like that. Me, just me. No, nobody did nothing to me. Nothing. So that's where that came from. And I got with Van. It was like, yo, bro, let's go, man. You know what I mean? Because I wanted to. I didn't want to do anything. I'm underground. We're gonna do the boom bap, whatever you call it. But I wanted to put the sprinkles on it, the new sprinkles
Mhm.
on it. You know what I mean? Because I'm big on not trying to sound dated. Even if you hear one of my songs, you don't even have to like it, but you may not know when I made it. You know what I mean? And I was big on that, being an OG to like, okay, Vin, let's rock. You know what I mean? Let's give them the head nod shit. We'll put the new spin on it, and we not scared to experiment and go outside the box at times. You know what I
Peep
mean?
that. Yep. Hmm.
So that was the key for me being an OG. I can't come out on no rah shit. You know what I mean? Everybody gigging. You know what I'm saying? So that was the key. Like at a certain level where I know I felt I can be at, and I just needed the right production. You know what I mean? So that was my man. You know what I mean? So we said, "Yo, let's go." He felt the vision, what I was talking about, and it was go time. And then our chemistry was just like,
It was there. Yep.
it wasn't work. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't work, and it come from us being together too, just chilling, and also like exercises. I already speak about that we have. It's
Hmm.
like he making beats, and I'm just writing. I'm not even using the beat. So the key is, as he's just making beats, I'm trying to write it and finish it before he finished that beat, and then go on to
Ah,
the next, and I'm on to the next.
right
It's
in there.
just a day like that, maybe 2 days out the week. We just do that. It ain't even about using a song. So that what sharpens my pen up. We're not getting lazy. You know what I mean? And our vibe and our sound that we was trying to make our own sound, because just one MC, one producer. And that was the key also that we talked about when we started. Like, we want our own sound. I just want, when you hear something, even if you like it or not, well, that just sound like that television idol shit. You know what I mean? Like whatever how you say it. I, that was a big key, man. That what when I started with me and Vent. Get it right and our own sound.
Yep.
That was key for me, man. You know. So
It is. Man. And y'all been running. I'm telling you, man. Been knocking out these projects like that. And hearing that process, I understand, you know, how it is to have that chemistry because, you know, it's not always about the music. It's, you know, that ability to just be able to chill, you know, be at each other's places and, you know, be about things that are just life. It don't always have to be about music.
Right, right. Definitely, definitely now, because you know we got family, we got the kids, we got bills, we got other stuff we doing on the side. So, you know, it's not just all music like how it used to be. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? When there was no worries. So, and that's another pressure of trying to do this music and doing it at a certain level. You know what I mean? And then you still trying to get to certain places, people acting like they don't see it, and you got you gotta curve that out. You know what I mean? So, you know,
Politics and the
so
bullshit.
that's all. It's never
It's always
going
gonna
nowhere.
be there.
It's never going nowhere.
Yep.
Nowhere. So, you know,
It just comes down to the
yeah,
person, you know, having the experience of knowing when they see it coming.
that's it. That's it. That's it, man. You know you can't stop the stress. You can learn how to deal with it, but you can't
Hmm.
stop the stress, bro.
Yep. Hmm.
So, so you know, but that's how the like you said, us just being together and chilling sometimes, just going out. We go out to the clubs, you know, parties when it started back up, you know, and just to actually learn, keep our, you know, because Vin is good with that. He like to go clear his mind, you know what I mean? So I'm on go mode. I'm on go mode. And be like, yo, go out, chill, babe. I'm gonna clear my head. I'm like, oh man, fuck all this shit, man. I'm ready to go. But then I start going out and then, you know, start reading the room. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
just listen to everybody rock. Listen to the sound. What's going down? Who's rock? You know what I mean? I've never did that shit. So that was all that was all getting out your own way. Like being coming with, nah, I used to do this, nah, not that. But like, nah, if you're gonna do it, times have changed. You got to change. You keep your core,
Got that comfort zone.
you
Yeah.
keep your base,
Hmm.
but you change and see what's going. You know what I mean? So that was good for me too to be like, ah. So like the Politza, as you were saying, that was that was that was like, all right. We was like, all right, you know what? I'm stuck this way. Uh, I was fighting because that's the first one. All right, let's just put this out.
Hmm.
Let's just put this out. Because you know, I remember Vin was like, I don't really hear nothing like that. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I said, but we got to feel it out, bro, because we could be in our own way. You know what I'm saying? So we got to feel it out. So when we put it out, a couple of ones caught. You know what I mean? A couple of joints off their court. Plus, I shoot the videos for them. You know what I mean? Like the wordplay, something else on there, couple too. So they caught. So he's like, all right. Because you know we got boom bap joints, but we got some that's like to the real boom bappers. It's like, man, that shit hard. That shit different. What the fuck is that? Yes. You know what I mean? So it's like, so I had to fight that too. You know what I mean? But I knew that because if you're trying to do your own sound within the base of the real hip hop shit, you know you gonna go through it. But I never got no real harsh nothing. You know what I mean? I never, you know, I got like, all right, you know, love. So that was that Pulitzer. That was the Pulitzer. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Man.
Then after that, you know, we just started going, started moving. I had to move like that.
Yeah. Yeah. He had that trifecta joint with BK's own Innocent on there too.
Yeah, yeah, you know, yes, sir. The next joint, the trifecta, man. No had that
Hmm.
was a dope. We had fun. We had fun with that. You know, that was me and No was on there. Skanks the Rap Model was on there. Roy Flush was on there.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. So, you know, that was enjoyment. You know, man, and I was feeling out. You know, No was dope. You know what I mean? So he was a cool dude, and you know, that's when Vin was like, "Yo," Vin was just throwing out stuff. You know what I mean? Yo, do a joint with, or pick him. Cause I was like at first with everybody. Ah, man, fuck that, man. Let's go, man. I'm on my, I was on my bronze shit. Yo, man, fuck all that, man. You trying to, and he like, yo, B, you know what I'm saying? Like, get incorporated with, you know what I'm saying? Like he's so but as it's going out, meeting up with everybody, what I mean, you get a good vibe from people, you know what I mean? A respect vibe, and so that's how man, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, let's do it, man. Fuck it. You know what I mean? You're on go mode. Some people that's, you know, you gotta you gotta get with people that's on the same vibe too, also.
Yeah,
You know what I
absolutely.
mean? Some people think like you got the bag already. We're like, bro, no, you don't, bro. Let's go, man. You know what I mean? Relax. It's a vibe. Let's just do music and try and have fun. You know what I mean? So, but that was a good project too. You know what I mean? Shot a couple videos being Vince. So, yeah, I think that
I
was an
always say
excellent
some
effort.
some of the some of the best music, comes out that way with the right, chemistry. You
Right.
can't force it. You can't have it always be a money thing.
There you go. There you go. Because, some people will show you they self before the bag come. And that's a blessing. Like if you acting like this and we ain't even got the bag yet, imagine when we get the bag. So some blessing in disguise sometimes, you know what
Hmm.
I mean? So but for right now, it's like, yo, we older now. Relax, bro. You go on over there with no problems, 'cause we all got some problems, but you're not gonna bring that shit into the music, 'cause this our only space to get away from all that shit. You see what I'm saying?
True,
So
true.
that's how I always looked at the music too. So yeah. But yeah, Joining me and Eno was dope, man. I enjoyed myself with that. You know what I mean?
Still, oh. And next two questions. One, how did the name Terror Van Poo come to be? And then also, where did the creativity come with creating projects that have part of your MC name in it?
All right. I got you. Well, the name, from K Terrible to Terror Van Pool was just, you've been in the game a while, even if you know you or not, you know, I felt once me and Vinny started, but right before that I had changed, but I felt when me and Vinny started, I was like, I gotta change my name. I can't go to the left with it. Because times have just changed, man. I didn't feel like being, I said I'm always gonna be K terrible. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Your boys will call you that shit to the rest of your life. You be like, yo,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
talk about me, say Terror Van Pool. Nah, man, it's K Terror. I'll be like, anywho, that's like a nickname. You know what I
It is
mean?
what it is. Yeah.
So, but I wanted to since I was doing with a new sound and what we was doing, the Terror Van Pool came out as I'm terrible. I'm not trying to kill you or nothing, but I'm just, trying to kill you with the bars. And then the Van Van Poo came from Van Gogh, so I'm sketching out.
That's why.
You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Here
So
you go.
I'm trying. That's where the Terror Van Poo came up. You know what I mean? How I'm sketching up bars and it's terror. You know what I mean? So it's a it's an art thing. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
that's how that changed up. So and before that, I was always doing the terror. I was always doing that shit. You know what I mean? So I was like, all right, I got my little niche, I got a name, and so I had to change that up. I felt like you was going into the new times change, man. You got to change with the times sometimes, but you keep, like I always say, you keep your core. I was still terror. You know what I'm saying? Pooh was always my nickname anyway. You know what I mean? So it was the Terror Van Pool, the Van Gogh, sketching the painting, sketching the, man, sketching the verses. So that's how that's switched up. And the creativity in the projects. I wanted everything to coincide. I wanted everything to coincide because, like I said, I'm coming back out and I'm trying to make, I'm trying to make a little statement. Like, yo, at least, like, yo, who's this guy to keep dropping and shoot? That's why I kept shooting the videos and videos. Like, yo, who the fuck is this? Who? All right, let me look at this shit. You know what I mean? Because I know how it go. I do the same shit. Like, artists sometimes. Sometimes you don't get everything at first. You know what I mean? So I feel like I put out a song. Everybody may not like the song.
Hmm.
Everybody is not an audio person. There's some people you see stay on TV all day, look at videos, and you know what I mean? That's their main thing. Or they on the laptop, so the video is more important. So I looked at myself and said, I got to do the videos too because that gives me 50-50. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Smart.
You know how sometimes you'll see a video and be like, ah, and then you hear the song, be like, yo, this shit is dope. And you'll be like, yo, you just said you didn't like it. Like, oh, that's the joint.
Yep.
So I remember that stuff because I do it. So that's what made me shoot the videos crazy too. And I wanted a certain look for the videos too. So the creativity came with these names. I'm like, yo, I want to play off Terrace. Too many, you know, the Pulitzer, you know what I mean? Terror Van Wyck, you know what I mean? Pterodactyl, you know what I'm saying? War on Terror, you
Yep.
know, and not ones I'm making up. It's like something like, oh, okay, all right, you know, all right. Well, you can't get mad at it, you know what I mean? So that's where the creativity came with. Have wanted to have a new sound, wanted to have everything. So everything coincide with that. So I'm still gonna continue to play off the, you know what I mean? The wordplay of my name.
That's dope. Hmm. Being that there's so much competition out there, and with the internet, you know, it's always this a continuous amount of music being put out compared to the way it was back then. Um, Aside from what you just explained, which is the great marketing, because you're doing both ends like that, and with everyone on their cell phone, it's perfect. Um, how do you keep up with knowing that there's everyone out there trying to put out music to be that next person to gain everyone's attention?
First, I stay in a lane. Gotta pick a lane because now, they done broke hip hop down in so many genres. I don't know who the fuck broke them down, but they broke down now. So, you have to know where you're at and what you're dealing with. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Who's your competition? You with Drake? You with King? You know what I'm saying in that lane?
Yeah.
That's a whole different story with money wise. You see what I'm saying? So for me, I I knew when we was doing this. I know it's a numbers game. I know it's a no. It's just what it is now. You see what I'm saying? If you're trying to get to it, if you're trying to get to that next level, it's a numbers game. Me, I can create music. I don't have to. I'm an artist, so I know how to do other songs. Which when you hear it, you be like, "Oh, this shit ain't far fetched or none." He sound like he been doing this shit for. That's the difference. But what I have been doing, I know I don't have that outlet. And I know if I put some of these songs that I got stashed, the underground they're not playing that shit. It's just it's just what it is, bro. It's just what it is. See what I'm saying? So I'm step by step. You know what I mean? I had to get my
Right.
name out here. I had to let them know, damn, he came with a whole new sound. He's not D-Rodding nobody. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to give out fresh new vibes from that hip hop that we all love and miss. You know what I'm saying? So I knew it ain't about no skills no more. With us, the real it is.
Yeah.
If you trying to get to the next level, it ain't about that shit. It ain't about. It's about money and the team. I- And I
Agree.
know that shit, and I don't let it. That's why I'm able to still create this music. How you hearing? Because I don't let that shit eat me up. You know what I'm saying? I know what that is. You know, there've been a lot of situations that I got left for. Oh yeah, your numbers ain't right. Yeah, yeah. You get what I'm saying? I gotta be like, you doing it. You still love it. So don't worry about that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm working anyway. So you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's we older, so it's other shit. I had to know how to do this and how to do that and prioritize this. So I know I know what this game is, bro. This is a number. They don't even listen to the music. It's a numbers game. Now, in the underground where we at, all I'm focused on is getting me new fans that enjoy it, and I can put on my own show,
Yeah.
and you build up from there.
Hmm.
100 people here, 200 people. See, that's how I'm dealing. I gotta minimize the stress, man. You know what I'm saying? It's other shit we going through right now. You know what I mean? So that's all I deal with. So that's how I minimalize it. You know what I'm saying? And then as I'm going, you get respect from other artists. You see what I'm saying? And y'all in
Yeah.
time, you do features like that and do that, and it's just a natural shit. You know what I mean? I'm not paying for fucking features and all that dumb shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm not doing that, bro. I need your respect. I'd rather I get my respect from you. You know what I'm saying? But you have to respect somebody, with main things because they put time in the game. So that's it's nothing that matter with that paying for nothing at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's still a respect thing, and what I mean, the culture. You know what I mean? I charge for features, so I'm not hating. Don't get me wrong. You see what I'm saying? But I'll deal with somebody who's not. You know what I mean? Because I've been there. I know everybody ain't got it. You know what I mean? Some people they nice, yo. I got you, bro. You know what I mean? And pass that along, bro. Keep that going. That's it.
Yeah. And that's the same with before doing tours. You know, understanding the demographics. Seeing the areas of who's listening to your music and who's buying your music, and then
Right.
going to those certain specific areas to go and perform that.
That's right. You have I learned that early, but I mean now in the now times with the internet and everything, it's good because you have a breakdown. You can see where they're playing it
Yeah.
at. You can
Hmm.
it's right at your hands now. You know, so it's just been this game. If you're an OG and you've been in the game for a minute, it's just been like school. That's all. High school, college. You done went on and got some extra degrees, you know what I'm saying? You got associates, you get your masters. That's all it is. And we're still learning because it's
Yeah.
still changing up.
Hmm.
So, like you just said, you can learn now where your stuff is. But me coming up when I used to be on tour, I learned the hard way. You know, uh, I remember being somewhere in Florida or somewhere. We were on tour, and in my mind. Whoever I was with. I've been with a lot of people on tour. I'm like, yeah, this is my song. I'm gonna rock this shit. And I remember one day I started rocking something. I heard that rumble. I was like, oh, okay. All right, I'm switching this song up. So
Hmm.
what I did learn from after that, every town I used to go to, like if it was the South or Midwest, I would do a freestyle over the hottest shit they was fucking with in their
Smart.
town.
Hmm.
You see what I'm saying? I seen a
Yep.
lot of New York dudes get booed. They don't want to hear that certain shit. Once you give them something they like, then
Yep.
they'll lock in with you, and you know what I mean. So, I mean, it's just for me. I'm just still learning, and I'm compare from then and there, and just put pieces together that work for me, and not get bored because I've been doing it so long. That's all.
Telling you, man. Any veterans that are listening or will watch this in the future, that right there is important. What you just said right there is important. It's relevant to
Learn.
your career.
It definitely is, man. You could be in your own way. You know what I'm saying? You stuck. You get what I'm saying? It's all about new music and new fans because whatever you've done in the past is solidified. You know what I'm saying? They're not
Hmm.
going nowhere. They know what it is. So, you know, you get new fans and it might be one song they like. Then they're gonna tap in and see what you've been doing. You know what I'm saying? And that's the key to it. Just
Keeps it going.
refresh
Yep.
yourself and keep the
Hmm.
music fresh, bro, and keep the core, but keep it fresh for whatever lane you in. So and don't get caught up with all this and that, man, because you gotta do you, bro, because there's a lot of different outlets. It's not just the music. You don't make your money just off the music no more, man. The music is really just the first stepping stone to get you seen. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Nobody's really making music off of money off of music. It's ever merch. It's different lanes. There's so much different lanes to make money off now.
absolutely. Yeah, so
You
many.
see? So as an OG, that's what I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put that good music out to where even new people's like, yo, I heard you, I ain't know about you, yo, it's dope. Yeah, I be like, yo, respect, bro. You know what I'm saying? You just pass it on. You know what I mean? Somebody, people, and that's it. So, and you network, man. Get off the
Very
street shit. Go to
Yep.
OG. You like, yo, fuck is he, man? I don't know this motherfucker. You gotta keep that shit somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like this is like a job, bro. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Even though it's shady people at the job, it's like it's shady people at your regular job. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But you know what I mean? You gotta network because there's too many other lanes that you can make money from, and the people who's running them don't look like you think they look.
Yeah.
You see
Very
what I'm
true.
saying? You're like, oh shit, that's who run. You be like, yeah, the one you was like, get out of here. For no reason. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah.
So.
You know,
OGs, listen, man. If y'all making the music, focus
definitely
on you,
listen.
bro.
That's like me doing interviews. I would have never expected to be doing this, but what I do now and what I've continued to do in the past is I listen to a lot of music and I like to spread the word. So
Right,
I'm not just gonna throw a link out there. I'm gonna tell you who they are, where they're from, who they might be affiliated with,
right,
and then also give you a date of if it didn't come out yet, when that's dropping. And I used to do this on forums, text-based platforms back in the day. Now I'm doing it on the social media I have out now, the Facebook, the Twitter, and stuff.
right,
And I got a certain respect from that. And I'm humbled that people, when I went to certain shows, and they said, "Are you Juve?" After
right.
talking with them, I'm like, "Yeah, yeah," and that's a certain respect that I would have never expected. And then
See,
my fam said, "We're gonna start this company. We want you to be a part of it." And here I am, also helping out, doing interviews and everything.
dope, dope, dope. See, you know what I mean? Cause you got the love for it, bro. Even though that's your passion, you
Hmm.
got the love because you wouldn't be doing it, man.
Right.
You just wouldn't be doing it, bro. So that's what I say. Don't fight yourself, and now you're more. I'm quite sure, you're more at peace now and shit. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you doing it when you want to do it, and it fits into everything. What else you doing, bro? So yeah, congrats on you because you definitely earned your respect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You hit me. I knew who you was. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Thank
It's that real. It's that culture. I was like, yeah,
you. Yep.
no doubt. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no. Well, all right, let's go. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? I seen what you do. I seen your interviews and stuff. I mean, you do your homework, man. You know what it's supposed to do. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? That's the whole. You know the difference out here. So I definitely respect you for that, bro.
Thank you. Respect. And I say this all the time. There's so many avenues in hip hop that everyone can still contribute to, and keep this going. You don't
Right,
have to be an MC. You don't have to be a
right,
producer. You don't have to be a DJ. There's so many other
right.
things you can still do to help those MCs and DJs and producers and the music out there.
Definitely.
And that brings me to still shouting out, like I was mentioning before, coming up listening to underground radio shows. Now most of the radio that we listen to that's playing the music, like Terra Van Poo and Vinny Idol's music, is directly through the internet on Twitch, on YouTube. So shout out, Southern Vanguard Radio, Soundcheck with Repmatic and DJ
Yep,
D Styles,
yep.
True DJ Topics, PF Cutting,
Facts. Yep, yep.
these are the DJs out there that are continuously,
Yeah.
putting out the dope music that we want to hear.
Dope. Yep. All of them. Gorilla Grooves. Yeah, it's a whole bunch. Yeah,
Yep.
Definite, definite. That's hey, listen, man. That's who's keeping it alive. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You gotta respect. We gotta respect that. You know, gotta respect it. Ain't nobody else respecting it. See what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So you gotta keep that culture going, bro. It's only us that really can say the culture. You get what I'm saying? Nobody. That
Yeah,
shit is. That word is. It's just shot down, sliced up. You know what I mean? Graded up. You know, man. But we know what it is. So definitely gotta respect all the media who that's covering the music that we do.
yeah,
It's gonna be a swing because people getting tired of. You know what I mean? You getting tired. It's gonna swing. Watch.
yeah, yep. Mm. Now we talked about it, a few projects after the Pulitzer, but let's get into Tara Van Wyck. Um,
Yes, sir.
Vinny Idol, like you mentioned before, and I remember him back in the days with dropping stuff with D Block and the Locks. Um, his sound, and even more so now, has continuously evolved. I always get a cinematic boom back feel in a lot of his music.
Yeah, yeah. That's Vi. He always had his own style. He always had his own sound. Also, you know what I mean? It's just what it was, and it was that's honestly that culture. That's that Bronx shit we grew up in. You know what I mean? And yeah, he got that in the blood, in his family, you know what I mean? In the church, all the you know what I mean, the musicians. He play a lot of different instruments too, you know what I mean? So it's that tutelage, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That it's that tutelage, like we respected the ones that came before us, and that's like your Uncle Ike and them motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that. Oh shit, take that shit on, put the needle on, spin it back. It's that shit. So it's that core we came up with, like the
Yep.
newer one. So he respected that. He always respected that. So like he always had his sound. Like his sound was just dope. Even every year he switch it up, and it's naturally switching up. You see, because he's big on the sonics.
I can
He
tell.
he
Yeah.
fi- he's big on the sonics. Like, yo, shit is changing. I gotta, you know what I mean? So that's somebody who really respect the music and they doing their homework. So Ben, but he always had that sound, like
Mhm.
damn, fuck you been at. Like he always had that, always. Even when you didn't know him, he had that shit.
Dope.
So you know, Van Wyck is the new album. Uh, he always asks me, all right, so what's the theme? You know what I mean?
Uh huh.
He always, what's the theme? I was like, yo, because I was thinking, I was like, all right, what's the next name, the name play I'm on? So, I just wanted to go boom back. You know what I'm saying? Head nod shit and me just rhyming. You know what I mean? Because I always rhyme, I'm always first lyrics. You know what I mean? And I don't have to worry about the beat selection with Ben because we make everything fresh off scratch. So,
Okay.
um, just going back a little bit, like I said, when we came out, I was like, all right, you guys got to put out joints. You got to put out projects and keep hitting them, get the sound, the videos, that. Sometimes, I go song mode. You know what I mean? Dope hook, whatever. But this one I was like, you know what? I just want to rhyme, B. I just want to get off the street. I just want to go. And I say, yo, the John Wick, the Trevor Van Wick, bro. So it's aggression and energy on this album. You know what I
Mm.
mean? So everything is a scene. It's like a scene. It's like if you see the movie, you could put each song to a scene in that one. So you know what I mean. So that was the theme of that, the Trevor Van Wick. You know what I mean? That's where that came from.
Okay.
John Wick. So we was just like, he was like, all right, let's go. You know, so yeah, everything was scratch, man, as usual that we do. So that was the theme this on the Van Wick. So I was like, all right, good, let's go, man. Swamp sometimes, you know. Sometimes you gotta give people what they want. You know what I mean? It's not what you think is dope all the time. You know what I mean?
And that the album cover makes sense.
Right. You
That's
know
what.
what I mean? So, see the guns and all that. So that
Yep.
I'm never that. You know, I'm a lyrical. You know what I mean? So I wordplay with it, but I ain't just straight. Catch me here and there, give you that. But the cover was dope. You know what I mean? My man Gifted. You know what I'm saying? He actually because he does a lot of my covers. So he actually sent me that, and it was crazy because I was already thinking about the movie, like Tevin Van Wick, and he didn't know anything. He just sent that.
Oh,
Yo, we
okay.
should do this for your next. And I was he didn't have the name or nothing. He just sent me the cover,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, oh shit. I said it was meant to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And that's how, honestly, that's how that rocked. Then I was like, all right, good. It's telling me to go in this. It's telling me to go this way. That guy was already feeling the vibe of Van Wick. So that's how the Terror Van Wick came out.
Dope, dope. Speaking of surprises, let's go into the track. Surprise, surprise with Lena King.
Su- su- Surprise, surprise. What was
It's a new
that?
spot.
New spot, man.
Oh, this promoter shit is rocking,
I
man.
don't know.
What you thinking, man?
I'm about to get these dudes, man. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm talking about.
Fill it out, man.
Yeah.
He's
You gotta
real
call that nigga, man.
enthusiastic,
Yo,
though.
man, call
You know
that
what I mean?
call that promoter, man.
You hit him up. See
I
what's
hope
up.
he ain't janky, man.
I don't know.
Shit. Cold out here too, man.
Yo, what's good?
Yo, Terror, man. Terror. Did I do it right?
Yeah, you're all right with that. It don't matter.
Listen, bro. You coming through, right?
Yeah, we good.
Bro, Russell Simmons is coming, bro. Rick Rubin is coming.
Oh, they coming out too?
Who coming out?
Yeesh.
Yeah, brother with the beard, like the crate. Yeah, him.
I didn't even know they were still around, but yeah, all right, we good. I'm with Lena now, man. So we about to walk in.
All right, peace.
Who he said was gonna be in there?
I don't know. He said it's packed. I don't know.
Let me call you back. Okay. What's going on?
What up? Where the people?
People are coming. You know what I mean? I got a pack house coming. It's early. It's early. It's early.
There's nobody here though.
Listen,
It's been open for like 3 hours. I mean, what's
no, listen. People are coming. It's just I got labels coming. I got Russell Simmons. Okay, I got Rick Rubin, the dude with the beard. I got him. I got Puffy. I don't know about Puffy. He gonna do a situation, but you know what I mean. But listen, people are coming. I got this under control. So,
man, I'm gonna have to call my boys.
No. Don't listen. Don't call them. Don't worry about it. They listen. It's cool. Let them come through. They go. Listen. I got people coming out. It's early. It's early. It's early. It's early.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't worry about it though. You don't have to call them. They're gonna come through. And it's gonna be good.
I gotta let my boys know this.
That's the surprise. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. It's the greatest feeling nobody denies. It's like love and joy in disguise. The unpredictable. That's the surprise.
Surprise is the telling nobody nicer than I am. Never mind naming them niggas why, cause I can. Bet the whole bag and double that to Thailand. My influence too authentic, see that's who I am. Stress move around like bad karma. Northeast Bronx bet we don't do drama. Needless to say, if you press, we spray llamas. Result in the loss at your bank with no commas. Covert missions, undisclosed with the night vision. Vinny Idol make the streets listen. I lay in the cut cut with the street diction. Crossing my eyes to the fake vixen. Crossing the street with the extension. Someone hurry please and calm me down till I resort to some open rounds. Yeah, surprise, surprise. See the reason that they call me banned, cause I could write a verse and kill your fan.
Tread lightly, ain't no telling where we might be. Likely, only big split, it's a 20 piece, 70. Kill 'em already, it's a felony. Lena stay mobbing like the Genevieve. 23, fresh new threes, I feel a fresh new breeze. Piano man, I'm pushing on them fresh new keys. They heard a nigga hotter than the West Indies. Stack the pies up, I rather mine with extra cheese. Big homie when we hit the streets. Big Tony got a sale, you can get it for cheap. On Black Friday, the high bitch, I'm smoking on gas from up the highway. The flyway, a nigga touchdown, look at us neck.
Why y'all surprised? Don't you know different? That night like that. Don't open that
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise.
Shout out to Bernadette Price with the cameo in there.
Yeah, you know, had to get Burned in there. There's Price in there. Definitely. That was that song that wasn't even supposed to be a song, man. That see me we always like we usually go back like when we make the album, we always go back like to make the intro at the last for some reason. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
even know for some reason. But this holy switch stuff, I was like, yo, I need an interlude. You know, we gonna flip this and say something. Just it wasn't even supposed. So as he as he's sampling this shit, right? I know then I'm hearing, I'm saying what I'm just gonna say to it, like going around with this kid surprise or whatever I had. But I'm hearing him now. He messing with it. He messing with it. So now like, oh shit, this shit sounding kind of hot. So he waiting. So he's messing with the beat. He messing. He's chopping this shit up. Then he's going. He's chopping it up. I said, oh man, forget it. I'm just gonna write the verse, bro. Just gonna go with it. Because it made no sense after he did that. You know what I mean? I was like, all right, I gotta make this song. So me and Lena was there, so we just hopped on it. That's how that came about.
And being that, the majority of the album has a different vibe to it. This coming in after, what was it? Bang the Desk. You know, that's another dope track. But again, like I was saying, Vinny Idol with that cinematic feel to it, it seamlessly goes into surprise, surprise.
Right, right, right. That was a big thing putting the album together after we do it. That I usually put it in order. So I'm like, oh man. All right. So I said, bang the dash is, some straight bars and, it's continuous. So I said, all right, I need something to break it up afterwards. Because I'm just looking at it if like you're in the car and you just chilling, so the flow. The flow is a big thing with me. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like the flow of an album. I don't care because I know a lot of people don't listen to the entirely album. They pick through it, pick what they like now because of attention span. But I always go through it like you're gonna listen to the album. So I knew after Bang the Dash,
It's
because
important.
most of the album is like, boom, boom, boom. I was like, all right, this is long. This is pause. I'm like, this is loud. Let me. This is perfect to bring you back down, focus again, and then start it back up.
Also, shout out Bernadette Price because she's been tuning in since we started the interview. So much respect. You know, I was saying before, she does a lot, behind the scenes, and big shout out to what she's been doing with the music more recently now. Different
Yeah,
language dropped early this year.
yeah,
You were on the chorus on that. Got the other joints like the BK to the BX,
yes,
and
yeah.
so on the album on the the Click Clack joint and the other joint with Rusty Jukes. Okay Corral.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, Miss Price. Shout out to Bernadette. You know what I mean? She putting work in now. You know what I mean? She working on her album. You know, so she out of her shell now. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? She going crazy right now. So yeah, that's gonna be a bit. You know, it's me and her just started vibing. You know what I mean? You know, uh, her voice is unique. You know what I'm saying? And we did a couple of joints that match up perfect. You know what I mean? So it's not overbearing. It's not one, over the other one. It's like compliments. It complements each other. So,
Mm-hmm.
I started seeing that and started like, going into my scientist shit. And she looking at me like I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Just gonna rhyme. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, she's doing she's on her game now. You know what I mean? So I can't wait till she finish up her album. She's almost finished. So you know what I mean? That's gonna be
Dope.
dope.
I mean, dope.
Overdue.
Dope, man.
And
Yeah,
she's on the and she on the smoke to it too. She got out
yeah,
pretty
that's
good
right. Yep.
on the smoke to it.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Man. What other features you have on here? Oh, tons. That's right. He's on Say It With Your Chest.
Yeah. She's gonna say it with your chest. You know what I mean? Say it with your chest. Rusty Jux, the OK Corral, Bernadette. Yeah, that's I mean, I don't do a lot of features, you know what I'm saying? I like to, show you I can hold an album or whatever, you know what I mean? So a couple of albums here, I have a couple, you know what I mean? But, you know, that's the main thing, and it's less stress because I'm like this. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, man. Just waiting for it. Jesus, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. And so, I mean, for the people you cool with, it's all good, you know what I mean? Yeah, they send a verse simple like that. But yeah, man, I just wanted to keep the vibe of the, like you watching the John Wick movie, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to keep the energy of it. Not like specific on, like you could put this song with this scene, you could put this with that. You know what I mean? If you had to. So it was just I wanted to, you're in the car bouncing. It's a good flow for
Yep.
the album. That's all. So thinking about the Bang the Death. I'm about to put that video out next.
Ah, nice. It's one of my favorites.
You know what I'm saying? I'm about to put that out next, actually. I just got it back today, actually. So it's ready to go.
Dope.
So yeah, that's the Van Wick. Van Wick. So it's a dope album, man. I like the album. I finally actually listened to it myself. I know it sounds crazy. I mean, I did the album, but when I could actually sit back and actually like you actually listen to it. When you're doing it, you just in it. You're in the moment of doing it.
Yeah.
But I was able to actually sit back one day and enjoy it. So you know what I mean. Take my ego out, take me away, and be like, all right, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? Not crazy. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. You know what I mean?
Now, being that you and Vinny Idol, like you were saying before, like to start from scratch. Who El Dorado? I think that was March of last year. So around the
Yeah.
time when did you start working on Terror Van Wick?
Well, I don't be taking no breaks. I just actually slowed it down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I'm usually up 2 albums when I got something, because I
Okay.
always think if something happened or something at the job or something, I can't mess with nothing. I still got these out. You see what I'm saying? So I always think like that. So that's how
That's the
something
best way.
happens,
Yeah.
it's not gonna look like something happened. So um, I started that. Yeah, we started that. I be starting. Ben don't know I started, but I be starting this shit already right after the next. You know what I mean? 'Cause sometimes, but yeah, I went right into that. But what I did was, I was like, all right, hold on, let me slow shit down, cause I'm putting out mad shit, and it's getting there. But now I'm putting out too much shit because everyone's putting out music, but it's like I want you to gravitate toward the album. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'll put singles out. So I put a couple of singles out, videos, and I'll in the social media I'll go back and repost the videos and stuff.
Yep.
Oh, you see
Keep
what
it
I'm
going.
saying? Because everybody don't see it. You hear what I'm saying? And then you got people who seen it and don't remember they seen it. Shit be like, yo, it's dope. When you put this out, but like the last time you wrote on it and said it was dope. You know what I'm saying? That's when I put it out. But that's just how the attention span is. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you gotta be
Work
working.
with
So
it.
I'll go back. It ain't nothing. Shit ain't old to me. You know what I mean? So I'll go back, even then. So now. I chilled out. Took a little. I ain't take no break, but I was still putting out. So me and Bern was going in. She was doing her, so I had time to do that. Put other singles out that I had with me and Lena, the Pro Bono, and I forgot something else out. So it was like, but now they was like, yo, when you putting the album out? When you putting the album out? So that was more better when people saying like, "Yo, when you putting the album out, I heard you been saying it, but you keep changing the date. When you gonna put the album out?" Like they're saying it instead of me telling them I'm
Right.
putting
Right.
the album out. So that's
The
that's
man.
why I chill. But yeah, we went right into that. I had that album already. It was just waiting to come out.
It's all about being calculated. That's how you do it. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. We had it. It was just time to mix. And they did a couple of last minute. But it was ready to go. It was ready to go. It was just ready to be mixed.
Yep.
So, I'm already on the new one. Already on the new one. So, but I'm gonna work this. I'm trying to do some new things now. So, uh, like I said, I dropped 2 videos already. Seeing one and click clack. I'm about to drop bang the desk. So still gonna be shooting more videos to this album. So you know to keep it moving like I usually. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you work with the same director for your videos?
Yeah, yeah. It's the same shit. Trying to keep my sound, my look. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Vibe. So my boy AK40 Dev, and my boy Big Veg right now. You know what I'm saying? My other guy I used to work with, my man Hazardous Heat Productions. You know what I mean? So when we together, it's been like 3, 4. You know what I mean? That's it. But mostly 2. You know what I mean? Because they know what's what. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They know what's what. So it goes along with everything mostly I do. You know what I mean? Like minimum stress, bro. Gotta be minimum stress right now. You can enjoy it and it don't feel like work. You know what I'm saying? Once that shit start feeling like work, it's gonna be a problem.
You were speaking of you talking about the importance of radio shows. Also spreading the word. You were just on Rappers Out of Control with Bernadette Price, as well as Meticulous, who just dropped his album out. the Expanse on the 14th. Um, tell us about having that experience of still going on radio shows.
Hmm. Yeah, it's it it feels good that you can still, go up there with projects in this year, on a certain level where they like it and they know it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't have
Hmm.
to do nothing extra for somebody to play it or appreciate it. You know what I mean? So definitely now it's like, yeah, I can still do this shit. You know what I mean? Like I do all the time, so that's why I kept doing it. You know what I mean? And the difference from before when you really had to be on the label or earn something more. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
mean, yo, it feel good, man. I still feel like the kid when I first started going up to you know what I'm
that's
saying?
great.
Just more aware of shit. That's the only difference. You know what I'm saying? But I still feel good, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Go up there, be ready to rhyme or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Talk about your project or whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's good, man. All that is good, man. You know, getting ready when you drop a project, you know how it is. You go into the videos, you go into the media. You know what I'm saying? We going in the on that real hip hop. That ride right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
All the shows and you know podcasts and you ready to talk about your project. You know what I'm saying?
that's it.
And they want you to rhyme, and you're like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Kid, you still ready, like, all right, let's go. You know
Let's
what I
go.
mean?
Yep.
That's a good feeling, B. You know what I mean? It's like your
Always
hobby,
do.
bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know? So, yeah, man. I still get the tingles and shit. You know what I mean? Like, all right, the jitters. Like, all right, let's go. You know what I mean? Fuck it.
Now, for a lot of people, when they look back on their career, they appreciate their beginnings because it helped them to make them to who they are right now. Um, when you look back on that, what are some of the key things that you appreciate that you've gone through to help you get where you are now?
Patience. Like, 'cause, I still don't have no patience, but I know when to bring on the patience. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And before patience and being eager. You know, it's like, yo, Juve, keep the DJ tonight. You know you can. You like, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna be there. I ain't gonna miss this.
Yeah, yeah,
That I know when to say no and nah, it ain't worth it. Like that. Those two things mostly, like definite, that help me still now. I still get mad, talk shit. You vent and shit, but you gotta know.
you got to.
You know what I'm
We get
saying?
sometimes, yeah.
So that right there, instead of doing it straight out and messing up a whole something that you don't even know could exist. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel you.
mostly them two, man. I can say a lot of shit, but those two, I hope you, because man, you're not dealing with the same people you used to deal with. They different,
Right, right.
and that'll drive you crazy. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So you got to look at us like, all right, this is trying to get something done, business shit right here. You know what I mean? So you got to learn how to separate. So that patience and that eagerness to be trying to, do it for the culture. You see what I'm saying? Because you
Hmm.
love it so much, but you can love it so much that somebody else will take advantage of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mhm.
So those two right there works for me. I can look back and that helped me see, yeah, that did help me because everything falls up under that umbrella. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this ain't your time. Saying, look, shut up, learn. If you don't know, shut up, stop talking. You know what I'm saying? See what he doing. See what's going on. You shut up. You know what I mean? You don't know
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, yeah.
That that part.
Yep. That's like what it happened a lot that I had managers or supervisors that were like highly controlling to the point where it was beyond just the business. This is your personality problem. And
There you go.
I think that helped me to understand to read the room more and be able to multitask in a calmer way and not be so hectic about it. Like understand, prioritize what needs to be done. Do I got the necessary resources and tools now with me to get it done, and then work on other things, later on in a slower pace. So thank
Yeah.
you for all them assholes that we're controlling like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You helped us out. You gave us a class. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Not to whip your ass. You know what I'm saying? That's the class. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
thank you. Thank you, my brothers out there. You know, but you got to learn from that, just like you said. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know,
Yep.
you don't ever want to look back and be like, damn, man, shit, I messed up this situation. Man. You don't want to do that,
You don't
man.
want
You
to.
know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And it's too much energy. It's too much energy, man. You know what I mean? It gotta be worth it. It has to be to the point where, like, come on, man. This is personal, bro.
Yeah.
This is a gene you missing. You know what I mean? So you don't want to go there. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Definitely.
But yeah,
Definitely.
that's what I look back on, man. That helps. That helps. That helps. That helps, man. With you produce music stuff.
Cool. We about to wrap up soon, but let's give the people one more visual off of Terra Van Poo. I mean Terra Van Wick with the music video Click Clack featuring Bernadette
Cool.
Price.
Terror. Terror. VR. VR. Y'all know what we do. They know. Trevor Van sent out the same threats as a syndicate. New gas up rappers get set aside with my sentiments. Story don't stop. Did the steroids on the bench attack them like Ray strike like lightning. Now that's an incident. Inside job with the cover up that was infamous. Prejudge my own loyalty without respect or trust. They was out there shout my day one like it's only us. Set his ass up with a bad bitch. It was only lust. Car gets scrapped. It's super old and it's full of rust. Same as your rap career, man. So just make it hush. Silent on the set when I'm pre-tuning the internet. No matter how I pass get thrown to the next up, let them rest up. First wrong move on the first day, getting effed up. Everybody running the terror saying that's messed up. Knew he was going to sleep soon as he stepped up. See, I pre-fed niggas that was ran up on the corners. Took niggas overseas, started chilling out with the foreigners. I saved a couple lives from your moms being the mourners. And I gave niggas jobs that meant I was the employer terror.
This here too real, the shit go now. Your shit smoke weak, my shit smoke loud. You do fake shit, we all like wow. Your verse click clack, my shit go blow, 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 blow. Your verse click clack, my shit go blow, blow, blow. Your verse click clack, my shit go blow.
Can't be cloned, can't be zoned, I can't be undermined, can't be prone. I seek the thrill to make a feel good song. This shit crack here, this good gone wrong. Van Poo torn, decisions make Van Poo strong. My wordplay make a ninja get gone. 16 bombs, all full of smoke, no qualms. You act dumb, the game keep on van.
This here too real, the shit go now. Your shit smoke weak, my shit smoke loud. You do fake shit, we all like wow. Your verse click clack, my shit go blow, 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 blow. Your verse click clack, my shit go blow, blow, blow. Your verse click clack, my shit go blow.
Click Clack off Terra Van Wick.
Yes,
I got the
sir.
band link in the comments, and also got it showing up on the screen right now. Definitely go support Terra Van Poo and Vinny Idol. They got plenty of dope projects out there for y'all to go bang in your car, at home, on your earphones, your headphones, wherever. Much respect to the two of y'all.
Yeah, salute, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you guys the real. You know, just watch out for new stuff we got coming out. Bunch of things coming out. You know, so watch out. Next Diamond D album, Dime Piece 3. Watch out for that. It's dropping. So got a lot of features out there and everybody else's. You know what I mean? That's gonna be dropping, man. So I ain't going nowhere, man. I'll be here. I'll be here. Bernadette Price album dropping. Lena Kane album dropping. So you know what I mean? Stay tuned, man. I appreciate you.
Definitely. And I love seeing the energy in the music videos. You're not just the old heads just standing there.
Right. You right. You see? So I'll be like, I gotta go, man. Too cool, man. Too cool, man. You keep it moving, man.
Yep. Dope. So before we go, let everyone know where they can support your music and where they can reach out to you as well.
Right. Everything is Terra Van Pool. Terra underscore VAN underscore POO. No H. POO. Terra Van Pool on everything, man. Bandcamp, Apple Music, whatever. YouTube. You know what I mean? IG. Terra Van Pool, man. Get at me, man. DM me or something. You know what I mean? Let's go.
Go.
Terra.
You know what? That's one thing I wanted to ask you about. Where did that signature come from? That ad lib.
Yeah, honestly, it came before all the video. Like I was trying to make up some shit, and I just came up with the terror. I was like, I need something, man. Playing around,
Mhm.
joking, and it came up, and then I just perfected that shit, and they was like, yo, that's dope, bro. You should just keep it. That's how it is, just like that, just messing around with it for a couple of months. It's like, yeah, this is it.
There it is. That's a good way to end this interview. On behalf of our HHDG media, we're gonna say peace.